Hello folks, and welcome to a new Let's Play series. This one being The Bard's Tale. Now, I've been looking into doing this one for quite a bit of time, simply because, you know, it's one of my other favorite PS2 games that I've played back when it, first came out, but then again, I never really played it until, 2008 or such. But regardless, it's funny, it's hilarious, it's the same sort of combat sort of thing that I really enjoy, you know, the hacky slashy sort of thing. And it's got quite an interesting story, but it's definitely the comedy that really brings in the crowds, if you ask me. Now, this originally came out for the PlayStation 2 back in 2004, but it was also ported to the PC on Steam and GOG, or Good Old Games, which I'm playing the Good Old Games version, if you must know, which also comes bundled with the original 3 Bard's Tale games. But I've got absolutely no skill with those, and absolutely no knowledge with them whatsoever, so instead, we're going to play this one.
You'd like to hear a new story?
Yes, I would.
Oh, very well. Where shall we begin?
Oh, we shall start with stack character creation things. This is the Bard. He actually looks pretty cool for a Bard. Let's see. Now, he should be saying stuff as I go down the list.
The stronger the Bard is, the more damage he can inflict with melee weapons.
Stuff like that.
A high vitality will increase the Bard's health, making him more difficult to defeat in battle. Luck has a subtle effect on many aspects of the Bard's adventures. A high dexterity allows the Bard to inflict greater damage with ranged weapons. Shopkeepers will offer significant discounts to the Bard if he has high charisma. Rhythm allows the Bard to play magical tunes with greater skill, enhancing the statistics of summoned creatures.
So these are pretty much the 6 stats that you gotta go with. 1 second. I had to print out the freaking control sheet because, you know, controls can be a little bit wonky. I'm gonna probably go back and forth trying with the gamepad and with mouse and keyboard, but for now I'm just gonna play with a mouse. Anyways, so I usually prefer to...
The Bard is, the more damage he can inflict with melee weapons.
I usually prefer my characters, when I have the option to play, you know, tough
A high
guy.
vitality will increase the Bard's health, making him more difficult to defeat
Mr.
in
Narrator.
battle. Rhythm allows the Bard to play magical tunes with greater skill, enhancing the statistics of summoned creatures.
Now what I'm gonna do is increase the rhythm to that, and probably increase my luck with the rest of those.
Has a subtle effect on many aspects of the Bard's adventures.
Because
luck has a subtle effect on many aspects of the Bard's adventures.
Thank you, narrator. Thank you, narrator. Anyways, what I believe the luck also has effects on damage rolls, essentially. Because this kind of works like the Baldur's Gate games, not the dungeon delving Baldur's Gate games, the hacky slashy ones.
Allows the Bard to equip and use two-handed weapons.
And these are the starting talents that you can, well, start with. Got two-handed weapons, dual wielding, use a flail, you can bash with a shield, you can charge with a shield.
A powerful charging attack which stuns enemies, used with a sword skill.
Sorry, thought I was going to talk a little bit longer, so I had a cup of coffee.
A powerful ranged shot, which passes through its target, used with a ranged skill.
Which means that you need that with the bow and arrow, but I'm not really planning on using the bow and arrow much.
Gives the Bard a chance to score a critical hit on his enemies, inflicting additional damage.
And then my personal favorite.
The Bard gains bonus coins for any treasure he finds.
I like finding treasure, so we're going to focus on being a treasure hunter. And then I'm probably going to go down two-handed weapons because, again, I like doing damage.
It had come to this at last. One man, a poet and a rogue, with no friends to speak of, no one to mourn his passing, should it come to that. Even those beside him are no more boon companions than bondservants, summoned by sorcery and song as cold and indifferent to him as the light of a wandering star.
Made a mistake in coming here.
But to know where he is, we need to know where he is from. And to know that, we've got to begin elsewhere. And not that long ago. A simple man he was, with a quick wit and a sharp tongue, an eye for the lasses, and a talent for keeping one step ahead of the law, come to Houton to play his tunes and make his way. He found himself standing outside the Drunken Rat, a public house owned by the widow Mary McRary. The bard readied his instrument and prepared to ply his trade.
This is probably one of my most favorite bards in all of fantasy, by the way. Just something I wanted to put out there.
Ah! A rat! A rat! You drunken louts! Get off your backsides and kill it!
I'll save you, fair damsel.
Ah, what a strapping man you are, to be saving me from that wee beastie.
I happened to be wandering by when I heard your cries over the rumbling of my empty belly. You aren't hurt, are you?
No, but aren't you the sweet one for asking? Say, I've an idea. If you'd be willing to do a little job for me, I'd give you a good meal and a warm place to lay your head for the night.
I'd be only too happy to handle anything you'd like to heave my way.
Then it's a deal, for it's a wee rat problem I've got in me cellars, and if you could do away with them, I'd be ever so thankful.
Rats, you say? In the cellar? How cliché of you, love. But I'll forgive you this once.
You'll need a bigger sword than what you've got, in case you run into trouble.
Oh, and my sword is quite big enough to handle any troubles you might have.
Innuendos! Oh, God, I love this game already. Anyways, so this is the Bard. He's a cool guy. He punches things. He's also got a sword. It's going to be a little bit funky controlling it like this, but I'll live. I'll manage. I'll live. I'll learn. I'll get loves. Anyways, zoom out, zoom in. Let's see, that's the character sheet, which, you know, you already saw that stuff already. X zooms in on the map and all that fun stuff. And we can pretty much control ourselves like this with the WASD, or we can turn left and right with the Q and E buttons. Usually I would be doing this with a controller, but, you know, that's a little bit more frustrating to set up. Anyways, let's have a listen to the drunks.
Beer, 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 tiddly beer, beer, beer. A long time ago, way back in history, when all there was to drink was nothing but drops of tea. Along came a man by the name of Charlie Moss, and he invented a wonderful drink and he made it out of hops. He must have been the man that old the Sultan or a king. When to his praises we shall always sing. Look what he's done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Moss, the man who invented beer, 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 tiddly beer, beer, beer.
The drunken rat, the aching drum, and Trody's pub as well. One thing you can be sure of, it's Charlie's beer they sell.
So all you lads and lasses, at 11 o'clock you stop. For 5 short seconds, remember Charlie Moss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey! He must have been a man that ruled a sultan or a king. Unto his praises we shall always sing. Look what he's done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Moss, the man who invented beer, 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 tiddly beer, beer, beer.
There in a moat, a bushel of hoops,
you steal around with your stick. The kind of lubrication to make your engines tick.
30 pence a wallop a day will keep away the quacks. It's only 8 pence halfpenny and only 6 in tax.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey! Must have been an admiral, a sultan, or a king. And to his praises we shall always sing. Look what he has done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie, what's the man who invented beer, 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 dilly beer, 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 dilly beer, beer, beer. The Lord bless Charlie Moss.
Nothing like a little bit of drunken singing to start off a Let's Play, huh? Now, I think that each time that you go to one of these kind of groups where they sing and whatnot, they will actually give you a little bit of XPs. But that's neither here nor there for now, so we have a giant rat problem to take care of after we loot this chest.
And then the bard looted the chest which contained the widow's most precious... Wait a minute. Did I read that properly? You're stealing from her?
I wouldn't call it stealing, exactly. I mean, people leave all kinds of things in chests, and they never seem to object when I help myself. Think of it as a public service. I mean, who knows how cluttered these chests might become if I didn't do my part to help clean them out.
In hindsight, I'm surprised it took the bard this long to get his hands on Mary's chest.
Cleavage jokes. There's gonna be plenty of those in this game, by the way. Anyways, so let's go take care of some rat problems. Right after I use the save point. Save points. I remember the save points being significantly longer whilst you're in the PlayStation 2 port. But that's, again, now PlayStation 2 port. Aha! The Fiend!
Quest complete.
All hail the bard, rat killer, and rodent bane, who has bravely made the cellars once again safe for buxom barmaids and wanton widows. Or has he?
Well, that sucks. Big fire-breathing rats, that's not exactly what I had on the
bard,
record.
finding himself wreathed in flame, dashed up the stairs towards the safety of the tavern.
I'm on fire. No, knowing most people, that'd probably be their actual response to being on fire.
Nicely done. Or is that well done?
Not well done. More like medium rare.
Now we'll have another go at him with this.
You better hope I've cooled off when I return, or you're next.
Yeah, I think I'd kind of be pissed off too if I ended up being, you know, a roasted-ended bard with rat problems and all that fun stuff. Rat problems are to be taken seriously, people. Like, seriously. Seriously, seriously. Who the hell are you, Stumpy?
Who the hell are you? How'd you get down here?
Look here, laddie, don't be concerning yourself with such things right now. I'm here to help you with your rat problem. Any brute can swing a sword. If you really want to slay that hairy beastie, try playing this tune on that lute of yours.
Go on, clear off out of it. I've no use for you.
I'm not offering to go with you, laddie. I'm offering you a bit of song and magic that'll bring you back in one piece.
Great. So now the rat gets dinner and a show. If it's so bloody powerful, use it yourself and save me the trouble.
Would that I could. But I'm not a man of action like yourself. So do yourself a favour and take a little charity when it's offered, my boy.
Done. Show me what you got.
Thunder Spider.
Before you head down there and face that huge rat, I'd like to be sure that you know your business. Would you like me to teach you a few wee things that'll help you get the best of any foes you might encounter?
For your guys' sake, I guess I shall do the tutorial.
I think I'm going to regret this. But I'll humour you, old man.
Good job, lad. You already know how to attack, but let's talk about defending yourself.
Press the defend key.
What are you on about? You're completely insane, aren't you? You know, I ran into this other guy once. He kept talking about mice I couldn't see.
So in this case, the block key is space.
Now
which
I'm
is more
blocking
of a
pretend
parry.
blows. I hope you appreciate what I'm going through here and reward me sufficiently.
That was great, boyo. You'll notice that instead of holding down the key, you'll have to time your defense to the enemy's attack.
Of course I have to time it. How else am I going to block anything?
Now, laddie, let's teach you how to play that lute of yours and make some magic.
What? Does my name not mean anything to you? The Bard? Did you not see me summon that rat a few moments ago?
Press the summon menu key.
You're not listening to a word I'm saying, are you?
Glorious tutorials. Anyways, for this case,
You'll see several choices. These are the different types of beasties you'll eventually be able to summon. For now, let's summon that spider I taught you about.
D, and then A.
That was useful, at least. Finally.
This part is important, so listen up, laddie. The creatures that you summon aren't under your complete control, but they will try to do what you wish to the best of their ability. Try to give them orders using the command keys. For example, press the aggressive key to make your little friend there become more aggressive.
Now, usually on a controller, it would be the directional keys, but in this case,
Charge!
it's the arrow keys.
Ah, you're getting the hang of things now, aren't you, lad? You can experiment with different uses of the command keys to develop your own strategies. Now, at times, you may want to get rid of a creature you've summoned. Simply go back into the same menu you've summoned him from and select him again. That's the way to get rid of an unwanted creature.
Now, if only we could do the same thing with this old man.
Great. Does that trick work on you as well?
Good luck against the rat, my boy.
I don't know, that rat seems more unreasonable than the ROUSs from the Princess Bride movie.
In the future, I'm going to have to learn how to dodge these mysterious old man types.
That would certainly be of use to you, wouldn't it? Well, let's summon up Mr. Spider again, because we may need his help against ye olde giant rat. Hello, Mr. Giant Rat. I may actually set it up so as it's A and D that is rotating around the stuff. But hey,
Charge!
giant rat problem conquered.
All hail the bard, rat killer, and rodent bane, who's bravely made the
How
cellars...
about you tell the story and leave the sarcastic patronising to me, okay?
Sarcastic patronizing. I wonder if I can actually get anything. No, can't actually get anything from the rat. Now the red is my health. The green is like magic and stuff. The blue there is actually an experience bar that slowly goes up the more and more that I slay creatures. Which is completely and totally convenient, don't you think? I think it's convenient. Anyways, now back up to talk to the widow Mary McRary.
Run away again, did ya? Go back to where you came from and leave the fighting to those who've got the guts for it.
Ah, now we get the angry response or happy response sort of things. You know, be snide or smiley. And you get different outcomes and different rewards depending on what you reply with. For now, we'll be a little bit smiley.
I've plenty of guts, milady. Which is why you needn't trouble yourself about that rat any longer.
You mean it's dead? Oh, thank you. I can't tell you how grateful I am.
And be pissed.
Save it for the half-wits. What you can do for me is best done in silence. You knew what was down there. You and all the rest of your tartan-clad trash. So how about less cheddar and more chow? And be quick about it.
Right away. I enjoy a man with a quick tongue. I'll see you get the finest room in the inn. It's the one right next to mine.
So the bard headed up to his room to avail himself of the pleasures that the inn had to offer.
God, this game. There's going to be a whole lot of decisions like that. They might end with a little bit more than just a off-screen fun times, let's say.
That was quite a night. I'm afraid you almost made me late opening the bar this morning.
Oh my.
Oh, that strange friend of yours is waiting for you outside. I had to chase him away. He was unnerving some of my regulars. See you later, love.
So, I guess I'll have a chat with Mr. McAnnoys people. Unless I have a chat with him.
Impressive, young man. I wish I had the guts to stand up to the wife the way you stood up to that rat. But of course, she's a bit more vicious.
Lol.
You killed it. You killed it. The fire-breathing rat in the cellar was the best practical joke we had. Now what are we supposed to do to entertain ourselves?
I don't know, something that doesn't have a chance of burning down your establishment that you love, that is filled with booze and singing drunks? Seriously, these might be the best singing drunks ever. I wish for people to compete with me on that. If you can find me a better singing group of drunks, then let there be one. Or just tell me, and I'll find them out. Houton. Houton. Houston. Old man.
What did I tell you, lad? You hooked him and cooked him.
Thanks to that song you gave me.
You're welcome, boyo. And should you be looking for another one like it, find the trow in the fairy haunt woods. But keep your wits about you. They're devilish clever, the trow. With magic by the pound, and not a single scrap of honesty.
This
Do
one.
I look like a village idiot to you? I've had more than my fill of barbarian hordes, evil wizards, cities locked in eternal winter, and any other type of adventure you care to throw my way. There's too much danger and not enough profit to go around.
Come now, boyo. What's a little danger when compared to power? Didn't that little trick I showed you help you get in good with the widow McRary? If it's a skin you're worried about, I have a wee trinket here that'll keep you safe from harm. This amulet was made by a powerful sorceress. It can summon her spirit to heal your wounds in battle. You'll need adder stones to provide the necessary mystical power. If you like, you can even use multiple stones for even greater effect. Here, laddie, try it out.
Now this is a limited use MacGuffin, which heals you depending on how many of those adder stones that you use. I'm gonna continue being a snide bastard.
She's very beautiful. But, I've found that mysterious strangers offering gifts usually lead to trouble. You wouldn't want anything from me, would you? Have any ulterior motives, by any chance?
You wound me, laddie.
That remains to be seen. Out with it, man. What do you want from me?
You got it all wrong. Look, my boy. Oh, okay. I do want something from you.
I thought so. What is it you want? Something dangerous, no doubt.
No, nothing like that. You see, I belong to an ancient order. We've traveled the land for years now, seeking men such as yourself to...
Aha! I knew it was something like that. I'm not joining anything. But I will take your advice and find this trowel. Oh, and I'll have that amulet as well if you're still offering it.
Of course, lad, of course. Here you go, and don't forget. The trow is in the fairy haunt woods. Goes by the name of Banafeet.
Banafeet. I take it these aren't exactly the sort trow like the drow from your usual D&D. I don't know why the hell I'm trying out the accent. But anyways, that was pretty much the tutorial of The Bard's Tale. So, yeah, I think this is a good place to end the episode, and I shall continue on with the rest of the actual game from here on out. So, if you guys are having fun, I hope you're having fun. I'm having as much fun as can be around here anyways. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Cheers.